afternoon and good evening, and welcome to CCBC Essex. It's the Coliseum here, and it's women's volleyball to start this broadcast season. It's the Alumni game. Knights in the gold jerseys. Knights in the gold jersey, and the Alumni, well, they're not wearing jerseys. I'm going to get this thing started here momentarily, and it's an opportunity to get a first look at this Knights squad this season. Alumni players, two from 2008-2009 season. That is Kelly Beck and Caitlin Thompson. Have one Cassidy Keller, who is from the 2012-2013 season. And not the best of starts for the Knights squad. The opening point goes to the Alumni. And we'll get a first opportunity to see the service game from the Alumni. That is, I believe, Caitlin Thompson. Or, excuse me, no, that is Cassidy Keller, who just had that service. And that is now 2 points to start this first set to the Alumni. Not the way the Knights wanted to start this. And a misplay there. Communication breakdown, as Robert Plant would say, between number 7 and number 9. That's Destiny Barea and Lily Remmel. Remmel, number 9 from Delaney High School, former Lion. Destiny Barea from Mount Carmel. Not sure what their mascot was. Alumni service, and that is a side out. So after 3 straight points to start the first set, the Knights will take over again. Now down 3-1. Barrera serving. Make up for that mistake just a few moments ago. Good serve. Playable. Set up. And that cannot be put over. Taylor Franks working off a little bit of rust. 3-2 Knights. Still with the service. Another good serve. This one played closer to the middle. Set up over the head. Met at the net. Nice play. And another communication breakdown. Knights got to get it over this time, and they do. So the rally will continue. Another good setup by the mystery gentleman. And had 2 good setups, and then the third came up short. Taylor Franks went all out trying make up for the mistake. Could not, and we're tied at 3. 3 straight points for the Alumni to start, and then a nice 3-run rally by the Knights. That has now been stretched to a, nope, it'll end at 3. Side out will go to against the Knights. Alumni will take over. That is Kelly Beck. Set up, and a lot of power on that shot from Taylor Franks. That will get the point. Knights getting some coaching from Mr. Jeffrey Koger. I think the Knights just found themselves out of position there. Franks did have some good power on that shot, but and an ace, our first of the game. As I was saying, back to that last point, Taylor Franks did put some good power on that shot, but not enough to make up for the mistake. Violation will go against the Knights. 7-3. Another serve. Good communication there from the Knights, but it doesn't lead to much as they put it into the middle of the net. Jasmine Porter that time. Got to get it over that time, and they do. Another setup by the mystery man. Good rally from the Knights. Probably their best of the first set. And it leads to a point for the Knights. The point is great. The opportunity at the service may be better, though. So that was a good run from the Alumni. Took over at a 4-3 score. They give the service game back to the Knights at an 8-4 score. And they'll take it right back. One and done there from the Knights. 4-9, and the mystery man serves. Good serve right there in the middle. Decent power on it, too. Beretta was shaking the hand. Maybe that's why she put it into the middle of the net. Some first set jitters from the Knights to start this season. 10-4 is our score right now. And it'll go to 11-4. And good shot from Beretta. Leads to a bad hit. A Barrera, excuse me. Leads to a bad hit from one of the Alumni. Couldn't regroup. And the point goes to the Knights, and the service game goes to the Knights. Ooh, they're in need of a run here, down 6, 11-5 in this first set. Still a lot of volleyball left to be played, but don't want to dig yourself too much of a hole here in this first set. Good play there. Got to get it over, and cannot get it over the net. The great effort from Destiny is 4-0. Tough first set will continue as it's back-to-back one-and-done service opportunities for the Knights. And the Alumni will continue. Flag girl here on this Knights sideline getting a lot of action in. The Alumni sideline, not so much. It's a boring afternoon and a communication breakdown from Sasha Solomon, number 8, and number 6, Jasmine Porter. And a violation, second of the game. Taylor Franks on the service game. She's shown off some power earlier here in this game. Good serve there. And a slight poke. But it gets over. And Franks bringing the heater. And a great recovery effort from the Knights, but cannot be placed accurately. So it is close but no cigars, and Franks will continue the serve. 16-5, largest lead of the game for either team. Now here at 11. Good placement. Better recovery from the Knights. Got to put it over there, and they do. And the Knights are bailed out there. Cassidy Keller looked like she kind of mistimed the jump there. Hit that ball on the way down. give the service opportunity to the Knights, and man, that is 3 in a row, one-and-done opportunities for the Knights, as that serve went long. Tough first set will continue as the Alumni take over. Just gets over the net, and they've got to get it over. Not enough power. It's a tough shot over the head like that. I certainly know I couldn't do that. 18-6. Still here in this first set. But the Alumni are getting dangerously close to set point. Be interesting to see what the second set looks like for the Knights. Use this as a learning opportunity, Certainly looks like the Alumni are going to be winning this first set. Now only 2 points away from set point as we sit at 19-6. Just gets that over. Nice trickery there. And it does lead to the point. I believe that was Keller with the touch there. Had 2 players in front of the net for the Knights. Just got that ball over the outstretched arms of Johnson and Solomon. Solomon sets up. Barrera, good shot. Keller once again. This time she went through the 2-man wall. Obviously, I don't know anything about volleyball. I thought we were playing at 21. The first set will continue. And nice little sneak attack. Solomon looked like she was going for a setup and decided to put it over there. Too bad. Lots of Alumni sitting there in the middle. And this run will continue. Communication breakdown that works out in the end. It's one of those plays where you look at the coach and say, that's what we meant to do. One of those, oh, what's going on, what's going on? Oh, nice play. Coach's best friend and worst nightmare all in one play. Keller, another good play. The Knights start a rally. What can they do with it? Got to get it over on that one. That's 4 hits. Tough play there. And the fun here continues. Putting the pressure on the assistant coach. And ice water in her veins as she sets up with a really good serve. That leads to the set point for the Alumni. 25-7 is the final score in the first set. And we'll be back after this short break for set number 2. And we are back after the first set break. First set was pretty much all Alumni with a final score of 25-7. Two teams have switched sides though. And a little bit of confusion, but that seems to be settled. And the first set hero, Carrie Schuler, will serve. And a good return that time from the Knights. Caught the Alumni out of position. And obviously this is just the Alumni game, but it is a first opportunity to see this Knight squad. So I think this second set is an important one to see what kind of adjustments they make after a disappointing first set. And if my math is correct, I believe that will take us to 4 straight one-and-done service opportunities for the Knights. So that service game, a struggle here to start, and whoa! Rocket launcher coming off of the hand that time, right in to the face of number 7, Destiny Barrera. That one had some mustard on it too, as Destiny looked to take that off the forearms. And a side out. And now we've got 2 balls. We're tied at 2. First set started slow, and then the Alumni got onto a nice little run. Knights have a chance to go on a run of their own here with the service game. And oh, good recovery from, I believe, Sasha Solomon. Nice little sneak attack from Remmel. Couldn't get it over. And a great dig there from Destiny, but a communication breakdown. Disappointing there. 2 players going after it. They both think the other one's got it. Well, no one's got it. On the positive side, though, probably the best looking rally of these games so far from the Knights. Really good dig out there from Destiny. And the mystery man with the fancy setup. And Jasmine Porter, I think she thought her teammate was going after that one. Her teammate thought she was going after that one. So another communication breakdown. Back to back. That's why the Alumni's up 2 here. 4-2 is our score. Knights would like to get back in charge of the service game. Back with a sneak attack there. I think everyone on the Knight squad thought that Keller was going to go for it. And that is 3 straight mistakes by the Knights that have led to points for the Alumni. And this 3-point run looking very similar to the run that the Alumni went on to start the first set. And that's just great volleyball. He's got moments in volleyball where it's pretty similar to baseball. Hit it where they aren't. No one on that side of the court, so just lightly tapped it in between the lines. And an easy point. Beck will serve here again. That one right onto the hands of Porter, but a little bit too far out in front. Good serve. 7-2 is the score. And here's a great opportunity for a rally. And no rally, as it'll just be a point for the Knights. See how important that first hit is after the service game. Got a soft touch on the first hit. Second hit can set up a nice shot and led to the point. Oh, and it's another one and done for the service game for the Knights. 8-3. Get that over. And here come the Knights. Alumni answer right back, but they put it into the net. So a rare mistake from the Alumni here in this second set will give the service game back to the Knights with an opportunity to start a run of their own, only down 4. Nine to 4 now. Great recovery. Just could not get that over the right side of the net. But a tremendous effort, though, for all the mistakes here in this second set, and there have been a few. I think it's encouraging. This second set has been, for the Knights, as they've made some good plays, had some good effort. The service game has just not been kind to them. And I think that is understandable. Oh, no. Not a great mistake there. Head scratcher. I was saying before that, I think the service woes are understandable. Early season jitters, and also the experience of the Alumni. They're going to know to be in the right position at the right time. It's going to be tough to just beat them flat out. Going to have to get some good rallies going, work them, get them out of position, capitalize on that. The Alumni have been able to do that. Knight squad, not so much, but we'll take a timeout and be back after this short break. That timeout, I think, was really 100% a little pep talk from Coach Coger. The Knight squad seemed to be a little psyched out, and that was just great service game from Taylor Franks, showing off the power here once again. The early season jitters, though, for the Knights on display here. Good Good rally. Alumni going to answer back. Get it over. Best rally of the game so far. And, oh, man, beat by the assistant coach. The master is still the master, as Schuler placed that in a great position. No one around. Nothing any of the Knights could do. That one got up on the biceps of Barrera and could not get it over. Great example of how important that first touch is after the service. If you can get a soft first touch and set one of your teammates up, really helps your chances moving forward. As you saw right there, Barrera came in hot and had a great hit. And now the Knights are answering. This is a great rally. Oh, man, and a terrible way to end it. Disappointing, I'm sure, for the Knights, but that was a solid rally for them. And though they haven't gotten any points since that timeout, they have played better. Seem to be calming down a little bit. Believe we'll be playing 5 sets no matter what. And tried to dunk that one. Caught it. And because of that, violation goes to the Knights. And a high arcing moonshot. Looks like an Aaron Judge home run. And that one looked more like a Mike Trout home run. Line drive right into a spot where there was no Knights players. And this is a tremendous run here for the Alumni, on track to top their pace from the first set where they won 25-7. As soon as I say that, they have the mistake with the side out, and the run comes to an end. And here is number 12 serving here for the Knights. That's Alexandria Leone. Leone out of Chesapeake, Maryland. And a great effort. Just couldn't make good contact. So the contact was made and it went over the head of the teammate. No one could do anything with it. So that is another one and done opportunity for the Knights. If I remember correctly, I think the Knights only have one service opportunity that has led to multiple points. Certainly not a great start for the Knights, but tough opponent in the Alumni. And a celebration for the Knights as they win a disputed point. Effort will get you mighty far in life, and that point for the Knights was a great example. Stayed with it, led to the point, and the error puts it right into the net. Now 21-6, 4 points away from that magic number. Gets it over, and here comes a rally, and that will be a point for the Knights. The master, Carrie Schuler, showing even the teacher makes mistakes from time to time. Good dig out on a good serve. Back, gets it over, but it is out. And the door continues to stay open here for the Knights. 21-7, or 21-8. That's an ace. Claps all around, well deserved too. Great serve. It's like I said a moment ago, sometimes volleyball, it's like baseball. Hit them where they are not. And no one was covering that back line And I think all the alumni thought that was going to be long, but it snuck in for the point and back. The disappointment. You could hear it. It's 2 points that she's given to the Knights, and this is the largest point total the Knights have had so far in this game. And Barrera taking ownership of that one. Looked like it came off the wrist wrong. Probably didn't strike the ball the way that she wanted to, gave up the point. Now the Alumni sitting 3 points away from winning this second set. 22-10, and is that in? That's an ace. Had a lot of gold jerseys on that side of the court, so I couldn't see if it snuck in on the line, but the man with the vantage point and the whistle, most importantly, he says it was in. So an ace for the Alumni, and if I remember correctly, that is their third of the game. Getting it over. A great rally started at least. Let's see if the Alumni can continue it, and they cannot. So the Knights staying alive, BG style here, and a lot of that has to do with the mistakes made by the Alumni. By my count, that's 3 points given to the Knights on side outs. And the service woes continue, possibly the worst of the game there. Nyla Johnson, that one definitely came off the hand wrong. She comes out almost immediately to get the talking to from the coach. Good dig out. And gets it over as well, Barrera, showing that she may be the captain of this team by the season's end. And a mistake there. That will be the final mistake of the second set. So that's a 2-set lead here for the Alumni, 25-11. So more points for the Knights than the first set, but not enough to be excited about. We'll start the third set momentarily after this short break. And we're back. Gonna play this third set. We'll be playing a full 5 here, regardless of the outcome of this third set. The third set will be played to its entirety. So first one to 25. Fourth and fifth set will be playing to a 15-point end. Saw some improvement from the Knights in that second set, particularly down the stretch, getting some good rallies going, good dig-outs, particularly by number 7, Destiny Barrera. Service game, still a lot of question marks around that. Did get one ace, though, and a good serve to start this third set. But the great rally by the Alumni caught the Knights out of position and led to the point. So that's another one and done for the Knights service team, which has struggled here in this early part. And point will go to the Alumni, disputed. But the point will go to the Alumni, and that one is a heater. Fastball coming in there, high and inside. Leads to a point for the Alumni, and this is a 3-0 run to start this first set. And we'll see what happens here on this rally as the Knights recover. Start good, and oh man, that is the third or fourth time here in this game that Taylor Franks has come with the heater and earned the point for the Alumni. Tremendous start to the third set for the Alumni. And that'll be 5 straight points. Another example of how important that first touch is after the serve. And that was a communication breakdown. 6-0 score here to start this third set. And I believe we're going to see a timeout sooner than later, as the Knights seem to be dazed and confused. Though they are bailed out that time, as the hit there for the Alumni goes just a little long, and that'll give the service opportunity to the Knights, and that will also give the Knights their first point of this third set. Coach Koger, I'm sure, would love to see his squad put up a run of their own, something they have not done so far. Obviously, a big part of that is the service woes. And the Alumni win that point. That got the inside of the line. And that's a little surprising. I thought from this vantage point that that one was long, but it wasn't. The Knights will take over. Barrera, good serve. And a dig out afterwards. And man, Franks bringing that heat again. Franks the second time here in this third set. She's come over top with the high heat. And there is not much that you can do against that. Much like a great fastball in baseball, you can reach those high numbers. comes at you so quickly. Your reaction times almost have to be perfect. The Knights here this afternoon, far from perfect. Though that was a great point. And a good rally going back and forth there between the Knights and the Alumni. I believe the point was won there by number 10, Nyla Johnson. Regardless, great team effort led to the point. 8-3. And that will be a point for the Alumni. It was tipped. I think that would have been the point for the Knights if it wasn't, because it looked like it was a little long. 9-3. Knights find themselves in a hole, but not too large of a hole, and they'll get a chance to make it a little bit smaller after getting the free point as Franks put that into the net. Robinson gets it over, and here's a setup. That's Keller. Remmel. And the wall cannot be passed that time from the Knights as it sets up the side out. The net play very solid there. Franks, a soft touch that time. Worked in the Knights' favor as they're able to set up. The net play again, very solid. The Knights have been building on every set. The second set was better than the first, and here this third set, better than the second. By far the best rally of the game so far. Who will come out on top? Somebody's going to be disappointed, and it will be the Alumni as the Knights can build some confidence off of that rally. Very solid play from them. Helped out by the mistake from the mystery man. That one just gets over the net, and it sneaks in on Keller, and it'll go down for the ace as Robinson will continue the service game, and this is the best run of the game for the Knights. And I jinxed them. Side out there. Maybe tried to place that serve a little bit too much. Regardless, Caitlin Thompson will take over. Just gets it over, and a great recovery from the Alumni that doesn't lead to much. As the Knights now find themselves in a 2-point hole, 10-8. This third set looking promising for them. Getting it over. Good setup. There's Keller. Put a great hit on that. And a communication breakdown there between number 10 and number 8. That was Nyla Johnson and Sasha Solomon. Both of them going after that second touch there. And neither one of them making good contact. So one and done opportunity. But they'll get another one as Carrie Schuler put it into the net. She'll want to forget that one. 11-9, back to a 2-point game. The Knights are certainly hanging around in this third set. Their best of the game, for sure. Mystery Man sets up Beck. Plays it in the middle. Here's the setup. And a great fake. I thought they were going to Remmel on the other side. They go to Barrera instead. Great recovery. Got to get it over on this one, and they put it into the net. Great effort, though. Communication so key in almost all team sports. Very important in volleyball. And I think that setup, or excuse me, that rally was set up by the good communication. Just couldn't get it over, so it ends. The Alumni get the point, and they'll get that point as well. Franks coming in there, putting the hot sauce on that one. And the jokes keep rolling here on Alumni Night. If you get a chance, excuse me, this season to come out to a game at the Coliseum, you really have to. CCBC Essex Athletics, it's exciting. Doesn't matter if it's women's volleyball, women's soccer, or men's soccer. Gotta want to get out to a game here at some point this fall. And of course, great ace there from Remmel. I was going to say there, of course, you're going to want to be here at the Coliseum for the first CCBC Essex women's basketball game in quite a long time, as basketball is coming back here to Essex. And you talk to people around the program, and talk to people around the school, they're very excited about that team. This Knights team has something to be excited about right now, as they've got this to a one-point game, 13-12. Remmel, a couple really good hits here. She made a couple mistakes in the first set, but she has been solid here in the second and third set. Remmel and Destiny Barrera really standing out as two of the go-to players here for this Knights team. Could look to them to possibly be two of the top players on this squad, though you have to tip your cap to Jamira Robinson as well, who's had some solid plays like that one, digging it off the ground. Doesn't lead to a point, but effort will get you mighty far in life, and I'm sure Coach Jeffrey Koger noticed the effort there. 15-12, so it's back to a 3-point lead. And a great recovery from Robinson. The rally will continue. The mystery man sets up. Robinson another hit. Great communication there. And they're able to get it over, and the rally will continue. Franks brings the hot sauce, and she is met at the net, but they cannot get it over onto the other side. A great effort that ends in a point for the Alumni. But you got to be encouraged if you're a Knights fan. Oh, and another great play. Barrera taking out some frustrations there as she came with the fire. It's one and done there. The mystery man will take over the serve. Not a great first touch there from Remmel. I'm sure she'd like to have that one back, as that was a great example of why that first touch is so important. You get a soft first touch, you can set up your teammates to do the rest of the work. 18-13, gets it over. Franks digs it out. Mystery man sets up. And Thompson comes over the top with the hammer. Sounds like Coach Koger calling out a play or a position or something. Thompson, another hammer shot there. She'll get another shot. Nope, Franks actually. And just gets it over Keller. Mystery man, Franks with the hot sauce and the point. As the old lady used to say in the commercial, Franks, I put that bleep on everything. 20-13 is the score. And the Knights at 1 point here in this third set got the score to a 1 point game. The Alumni have since answered back with a very good run of their own, and that just caught the line there. If we were at Wimbledon, we'd get a review on that one. The Coliseum is fancy, but not that fancy, as the call will stand and the Knights will take over. Or excuse me, the Alumni will continue their service game. Franks hit them where they are not, and that was a great play. No one on that side. Get the point. Barrera laid out full extension, trying to make the best of a bad situation. Just too much mustard on that shot. Good dig out. Knights would love to get a point. Another chance at a service game their own. Great shot there. But it's just a bit outside. That's Nyla Johnson. Possibility she may have mistimed that jump there. Seemed like she hit that on the way down. Soft touch. Porter, good play, met at the net. Nyla Johnson and Porter were both there. I think they both got a hand on it, but neither one could get it over the net. So set point here. The mystery man is looking like Roger Federer with the serve game. Just gets it over, and the Knights will have another chance at it. The service game comes to an end. 24-14. Wow, this was a 1 point game not that long ago. That run for the Alumni was a long one. Porter with the serve. Keller, mystery man, Schuler. Barrera calls off Johnson. Great communication there. Rally will continue. Thompson lays down the hammer, and it's sent right back on the other side. Beck, mystery man, sent back. Oh, what a rally. Man, oh, man. Here we go. Quick thinking with the feet. I think that was Beck who got a foot on that, and Barrera digs it out. Remmel. Porter can hit it. And that is set point, but maybe not the best rally, but certainly the most exciting one. That'll be 25-14. We're going to have a fourth and fifth set that will both end at 15 points. So some free volleyball here for you. We'll be back after this short break. And we're back here at CCBC Essex, the Coliseum. Alumni night here for the volleyball team. And this is free volleyball, really, as the Alumni won the first 3 sets, so they are victorious here in the game. But since this is a tune-up game, really, for the actual night squad, we're going to play a 4th and 5th set, and we're going to play to 15. So we're not going to play to a full 25. But a great practice opportunity for this night squad. And I think that's smart for Coach Koger to do this for his team, because the Knights have been able to build on every set. They looked better in the second set than they did in the first. Let me try that one more time. They looked much better in the third set than they did in the second. And hopefully that trend continues, and maybe they pull out a 4th set victory. They were certainly in that third set for a while, at one point only being down by 1. A good run by the Alumni ended up breaking that third set open, but up to that point it was a back and forth contest. And a point to start things for the assistant coach, Kerry Schuler. Schuler, another hit. A good one. Remmel. Good placement. And that one will go on the blooper reel at the end of the season. Keller. Barrera has to get it over and does. Rally will continue. And Keller puts it into the net. Nice change of pace here for the Knights compared to the last 3 sets, as they're out to the early lead. As they are continuing their momentum. Good hit by Remmel. Set up for a 3rd and final. Rally will continue. Mystery Man sets up Beck. Played in the middle. Great effort all around there from the Knights as the run continues, and it won't continue for much longer as the Alumni put an end to the Knights' run. 3-2 will be the score. Doesn't lead to the point, but a tremendous effort from the Knights. Johnson. Barrera. And Frank cannot get the hit that she wanted, I think, there. There she does. Lots of sauce on that one. And it is tipped and not playable. So we're sitting at 3-3 right now. Here in this 4th set. Remember, we're only playing to 15 here in these next 2 sets. So every point very valuable, as the Alumni sitting at 11 points away from 15 already. Seems like a large number, but the way they've put together runs so far here in this game, you could blink and that 11 points will have already passed. Beck, a tremendous hit, maybe her best of the game so far. Johnson has a chance to continue the rally and does. I'll tell you what, the mystery man is not getting enough credit here for his setups, and that's my fault, as he has been John Stockton to everyone else's Karl Malone, putting the ball right where his teammates like it and getting the points. Rimmel back, and that one went off the hands of Solomon. Couldn't get under it, though, and that one did have a lot of mustard on it. We'll continue here as Keller will serve. Good rally. Franks. Oh! That was impressive. And they'll switch sides here. 8-3. A good run here from the Alumni. Believe the run is 7 points. I think they took over at a 3. I think they got a point after a service game. It was 3-1. And they've taken it from 3-2 all the way to 8-3. Keller will continue the serve onto the other side of the court. Let's see if she takes the mojo with her. Great serve and an ace. That one came in low and hot. Reaction's got to be perfect to get to a ball like that. It's almost guaranteed a free point. And another one. Fool me once, fool me twice. Let's see if they can fool the Knights for a third time here. Put the last two serves in pretty much the same spot. This one to the opposite side, but it works all the same. Back-to-back aces. Back-to-back-to-back. I think they call that a three-peat. 11-3. Three-peat's hard to do. We saw that in the NBA Finals this past year. The Golden State Warriors trying to be the first team since the LA Lakers to go for the three-peat. They were unsuccessful. The Alumni trying to go for 4 straight. Last team in a major sport to win 4 straight. I believe the Boston Celtics back in the day. Bill Russell's Celtics won 4 straight. The Yankees have won 4 straight 2 separate times. We'll stick to volleyball, though. 12-3 is the score, and it'll stay that way for a little bit longer as we'll take a timeout. So we'll take one, too. We'll be back with the 4th set after this break. You can't be that dedicated to the Orioles. It's like that scene in Fever Pitch where he's watching the Bill Buckner play all over again. I'm a true fan. Just barely got that one over. Looked like it snuck up on the Alumni. And it will lead to a point as a side out will give the point It's a tune-up game pretty much for everyone here involved, even the maintenance staff. Alumni sit just 3 points away from set point here as we're only playing to 15, but the Knights in charge of the service game. They went on a nice run in the third set. Let's see if they can go on a nice run here and get this game back to a manageable position. And it's a one-and-done run, so won't happen that time. The Alumni now 2 points away from closing out this fourth set. Good rally. And the mystery man with some trickery there. Set point here, 14-4. Little of a breed. And an ace will finish things off here in this fourth set. So we'll play one more after a short break. But it's 4-0 right now for the Alumni. That's great. Yeah. I was going to ask how that was going. It's all part of the process. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here back and ready to play the fifth and final set of what has not been the most exciting alumni game, but there's been certainly some moments to be excited about. Some really good rallies, some good plays from some individuals. Alumni will start this fifth and final set. The Alumni may start, but the Knights will finish as they get the first point of the fifth set. Pulling out a fifth set victory, I'm sure would do a lot for this Knights team's confidence moving forward. Knights get a point, and it's answered right back by the Alumni. Be back here in the broadcast booth on Saturday, August 24th, 12 o'clock. We'll have soccer action here at CCBC Essex. It's the start to the year tournament, or invitational really. We'll have 4 games on Saturday starting at 12 o'clock. We'll have 4 games on Sunday starting at 11 o'clock. You are not going to want to miss that. There's going to be a lot of really exciting soccer action there. Once again, that is Saturday the 24th. Myself, Aaron Thomas, will be back in the broadcast booth starting at 12 o'clock. 4 games on Saturday, and then Sunday the 25th, 4 games again starting at 11. Not going to want to miss that. Oh, what a play. So 4-2 is our score here in the fifth set. It'll go to 5-2 after the mistake from the Knights. We'll give a point to the Alumni. And now they're sitting at 10 points from finishing this game, and they'll move it to 9. As I think everyone here involved on the court, that is at least, can smell what's coming. Barrera, mystery man, over to Frank, and that one was out. Looked awfully close to the line. Knights will take over 6-3. Nice little run will get them right back into this fifth set. Could possibly even get them into the lead. The only time they've had the lead here is in that fourth set. They were up 3-1. 7-3 is the score, and the mystery man will take over on the service game. He had a great run with the serve. It was either in the second or third set. I think it was about 6 or 8 points in a row. And behind to Schuler. Barrera, good hit on the forearms of Keller. The rally will continue. For how much longer? Knight's got to get it over on that one, and they do. Mystery man sets up Thompson, and Thompson lays down the hammer, Thor style there. And we'll switch. Crisscross. 8-3 is the score. It'll stay that a little bit longer as the two teams switch sides of the court. The Alumni are sitting at 8 points, which leaves them 7 away. That came off the hands wrong on both sides. Keller and then Beck. Can't really blame Beck for that one. She wasn't expecting it. Porter will serve again. 9-5 now is the score. Good serve, hugging that line. And Frank put a little bit too much sauce on that one. Come the start of the season. We'll be up on the uptake, though, for sure. A little slow here to start things today, but we'll be on the up and up come regular season. 9-6. Great run here from the Knights, getting them back into that 5th set. But as soon as I say that, they give one to the Alumni. And the Alumni only sitting 5 points away from finishing this 5th set with a 5-0 sweep. Oh, man, that's an ace that just hugged that line. Knights definitely should have went after that one. When in doubt, go after the ball. Don't want to leave it up to chance. It's like looking for a walk on a 3-2 pitch. You'd rather go down swinging. If you're going to strike out, go down swinging. Side out there for the Alumni will give the Knights the ball. Chance on the service. 11-7 is the score. Barrera will serve. Believe if I had to give 3 stars in the game, if I had to get a star to 3 separate Knights players, it would be Barrera, Remmel, and then Jamira Robinson. Nyla Johnson has had some moments here as well. It's a coachable moment for Coach Koger. Lots to build on from this game, but also lots to be excited about. The net play has been pretty solid at points. You know where you got to work, though. It's the service game. Service game has been really tough for the Knights here in this one. It has been very difficult for them to put together runs. But though part of that is going to be because of the experience on the other side. It's going to be harder to catch these alumni out of position. They know a thing or two. They've been around the block a few times. Robinson would like to have that one back as that point goes to the alumni, and this is now match, set, point. This could be checkmate. Who better to deliver it than the assistant coach? Mystery man with a great setup. Keller, great rally, holding off elimination here as the Knights putting everything together, and the middle is wide open once again. That'll do it. As you just heard, that is the end of it. It's 5-0 here on the 2019 Alumni Volleyball game. We'll be back with more CCBC Athletics action on Saturday, August 24th, starting at 12 o'clock. It's soccer time. Not going to want to miss that. I'm Aaron Thomas. Until next time, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.